In the MCU, for every actor fans absolutely love, there's another actor who gets blamed for everything. Some actors become heroes in real life, not just on screen. Others become the center of online fights, memes, and comment wars. So what makes fans cheer for one MCU star and criticize another? Let's break it down in a simple way. When Tatiana Maslany was cast as Jennifer Walters, also known as She-Hulk, many people were excited. She's a talented actress. On paper, it felt like perfect casting. Then the show She-Hulk, Attorney at Law came out. It was supposed to be a funny legal comedy set in the Marvel world. But instead of a normal superhero story, the show did something very different. It broke the fourth wall. It made fun of Marvel. It even made fun of fans. Some people liked that, but many fans didn't. One scene that caused a huge reaction was when She-Hulk was twerking in her office with Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of fans felt that moment didn't fit the tone of the MCU. Then the finale went even more meta. The show introduced an AI named Kevin, which was clearly a joke about Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. The episode openly joked about toxic fans, internet critics, and superhero formulas. Instead of trying to win critics over, the show kind of challenged them. That made things worse for some viewers. Now let's talk about Tatiana herself. During interviews, she said the show wasn't specifically made for traditional Marvel fans and leaned more into feminist themes. Some fans understood her point, others felt she was dismissing them. Later, during Hollywood labor strikes, she also criticized Disney leadership. That added to the idea that she was clashing with the studio. To be fair, actors don't write the scripts, but in big franchises like the MCU, fans sometimes connect their feelings about the show directly to the actor. And that's how someone can go from perfect casting to controversial very quickly. Now let's switch to someone almost everyone loves, Tom Holland. When Marvel and Sony introduced a new Spider-Man in Captain America: Civil War, fans were nervous. We had already seen 2 live-action Spider-Men before, but Tom Holland changed everything. Even Spider-Man's co-creator, Stan Lee, once said Tom felt exactly like how he imagined Peter Parker. Tom didn't just act like Spider-Man, he felt like him. He was awkward, funny, excited, nervous, and off-screen, he seemed just as genuine. He did his own stunts. He injured himself filming. He geeked out over being in Marvel movies. Fans could tell he cared. His relationship with Robert Downey Jr. made the Tony Stark and Peter Parker story emotional and powerful. And his real-life relationship with Zendaya made the Peter and MJ romance feel even more magical to fans. Tom Holland didn't fight the fans, he embraced them, and that makes a huge difference. The internet storm. Now we move to one of the most debated MCU actors ever, Captain Marvel. Back in 2019, Captain Marvel made over $1 billion. That's huge, but online, the reaction was very mixed. Before the movie even released, Brie Larson talked about wanting more diversity among film critics. She said movies like hers weren't always made for 40-year-old white men.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him.
Her point was about inclusion, but online, her words were twisted. Suddenly, she was labeled as anti-men. The internet exploded. Then during the Avengers Endgame press tour, short, awkward clips with co-stars like Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle went viral. People analyzed every facial expression. Even though Don Cheadle later said the media was exaggerating, the damage was already done. Then came the Marvels, which didn't perform well at the box office. Was that all her fault? Of course not. But when something fails, fans often look for someone to blame. By then, many people had already made up their minds. Now let's talk about someone who almost everyone respects, Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen first appeared in Avengers: Age of Ultron as Wanda Maximoff. At first, her role was small, but fans noticed something powerful in her performance. Then came WandaVision. This show was different. It wasn't just action. It was about grief, loss, and sadness. Elizabeth carried the emotional weight of that series beautifully. Later, in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Wanda became the villain. Some fans didn't love the writing choice, but almost no one blamed Elizabeth. In fact, many people said she was the best part of the movie. That's powerful. When fans separate the actor from the writing, it shows trust. Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie played Falcon for years before becoming the new Captain America. When Steve Rogers handed him the shield in Avengers Endgame, fans were emotional. It felt earned. Then came The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The show had big ideas, but some fans felt the writing was uneven. Sam's final speech felt more like a lecture than a superhero moment to some viewers. Then, Anthony made a few off-screen comments about race and masculinity that some fans misunderstood or disagreed with. Just like with Brie Larson, online conversations made things bigger than they might have been. Now his movie Captain America: Brave New World had a decent run, but not a massive one compared to older MCU hits. So some fans are still unsure about him as Captain America. Sometimes, Stepping into a legendary role is the hardest job in the world. The legend, Robert Downey Jr. When you talk about the most loved MCU actor, one name stands above almost everyone: Robert Downey Jr. He started the MCU with Iron Man. At that time, Marvel Studios wasn't what it is today. He took a risk, and he made Tony Stark unforgettable. He was funny, arrogant, smart, broken, human. For over 10 years, he carried the Infinity Saga. And when he said, "I am Iron Man," in Endgame, it felt like saying goodbye to a friend.
And I am Iron Man.
Off-screen, he mentored younger actors. He supported cast members. He respected the fans. He didn't just play Iron Man, he became the heart of the MCU. Letitia Wright. Letitia Wright was loved as Shuri in Black Panther. She was funny, smart, charming. Then, in 2020, she shared a video online questioning COVID-19 vaccines. The backlash was immediate. Many fans were upset. During Black Panther Wakanda Forever production, reports said there were delays connected to vaccine rules. Some reports were denied, but the headlines alone caused damage. When she became the new Black Panther, fans were divided. Some supported her. Others felt unsure. Sometimes off-screen actions affect on-screen perception. The new fan favorite, Florence Pugh. Then there's Florence Pugh. When she appeared in Black Widow, many fans felt she stole the show. Her character Yelena was funny, emotional, and real. When she showed up in Hawkeye, her chemistry with Kate Bishop was amazing. She balanced humor and pain perfectly. In Thunderbolts, she carries heavy emotional themes, but still keeps that Marvel charm. No major controversies, no awkward press moments, just strong acting and charisma. And fans love that. Here's the truth. Being in the MCU is bigger than just acting. Fans care deeply. The internet reacts instantly. Every interview is analyzed. Every joke becomes a headline. Some actors win fans over by staying humble and connected. Others get caught in online storms. But at the end of the day, the MCU is built by many different people with different personalities. For every controversial star, there's a beloved one. For every online argument, there's a fan who just loves the movies. And as long as Marvel keeps telling stories, fans will keep cheering and debating. Subscribe.